Welcome to the Six Figure Trucking Channel. I am Coach R. Anthony, and today I want to talk to you guys about 5 tips that will help you to deal with trucking burnout. I got a lot of friends that are going through this right now. I go through it. Sometimes I may take, like this month, I've taken off a lot of time. I probably have done maybe 5 loads this month, and probably made about $6,000 so far this month, because I've taken probably, when you add it all up, maybe a week and maybe about 2 weeks off, because it's one of those things where you just don't want to be bothered. You don't want to get out on the road. You don't want to do nothing. You just want to sit at home and just do stuff at the house. Because I think when you're on the road, it's kind of like you going to jail. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. I look at it like you going to jail. Your life is on pause because you're at work. Even though we travel and we do a lot of things outside of what most people do, it's still work. You know, it's still something that we do to get paid. So we can't enjoy it like we want to. And even that, who goes on vacation all the time? You know, it's not like a typical 9 to 5. You go home and then the weekends off. Unless you're local and you have that kind of schedule. But I mean, for the average truck driver who's over the road, this is your experience. You're gone for weeks at a time or days at a time, and then you come home, and then now you have to reconfigure your life to being at home. A lot of times it's foreign. It's really foreign to go back home after you've been on the road for so long, and then try to disengage yourself from being on the road and decompress and be a normal person. So number 1, plan your time off. The last day or the couple of days before you get ready to go home, you need to plan what you're gonna do outside of trucking when you get home. This means doing hobbies, doing the things you need to do around the house, and just stuff that you want to do. But make sure it doesn't involve the truck stuff, because then you don't really get a chance to actually enjoy your home time. So it's important to make sure that when you're at home, you're doing things that you want to do at home, that you need to do, that will isolate and separate you from doing things on the road, spending time with your family, just doing stuff, treating yourself and enjoying yourself at home, and getting some sense of normalcy. Number 2, disengaging from the road. Now, a lot of people, like I said, they blend the two, and they're doing stuff, they're going and getting parts, working on the truck, doing oil changes, cranking up the truck, doing all this stuff that is basically part of your job. It's still work related. So you never really get a chance to separate and disengage from the trucking. So you are constantly involved in trucking. You're constantly doing stuff because you're supposed to be at home. You're supposed to be enjoying the time that you have for yourself at home. But if you're constantly doing stuff for the truck, then it's like you never really take a break, because the moment you get in that truck, your mind changes to truck mode. You're in truck mode now. You're not in home time, relaxation, enjoying your life mode. From the moment, even if you just go in there to crank it up, now your mind shifts to the things you got to do in the truck, and whether it's I got to clean it up, or whether I got to go, get this part. Oh, I forgot this, and I got to do this, and I got to do that. So now you've taken yourself away from that, and even when you go home, you still have to kind of decompress from that. So it's important to make sure that when you're outside of the truck, that you leave truck stuff alone. You just completely don't deal with it, unless it's an emergency. Of course, then you deal with it. But when your time off, disengage from the truck, enjoy your home time, enjoy your life, enjoy your family. That way, when you get back on the road, you'll be refreshed and you'll be able to focus on the things that you need to do. Number 3, plan your time on the road when you're at home. So for the last day or 2, that's when you start getting your stuff together, washing clothes, doing all that stuff to make sure you get it ready to be on the road. And then you start switching gears, switching your brain over to saying, okay, I know I got to hit the road, so let me go ahead. So it won't be a rush thing. And then that adds to the stress, and that adds to more of the problem of, dang, I got to get on the road, I got to do this, I got to do that for my job, for work. Like I said, it creates that separation between the true you and the you that has to work. Even though we have somewhat of an enjoyable career where we get to travel and see parts of the country that most people will never get to see, it's still work. It's still something that you don't necessarily want to do. but you have to do it. And that's really what burnout is doing something that you don't want to do or don't feel like it's enjoyable anymore, and you're having to do that, or you need to do that. So it's very important to make sure that while you're at home, you start gearing up and planning your time on the road, where you need to go, where's the freight going, where is, you know, where business is going at that particular moment. So it's important to do that. Number 4, setting up to do things while on the road. So while you're on the road, instead of just driving and working and driving and working and sleeping and driving and working and sleeping, actually go out and enjoy yourself. Go to museums, go to parks, go to different places, take a Uber sometimes, walk downtown of these cities, because even if you've done it before, it's change. Just go and see the changes. Allow yourself to, you know, be in the industry. Allow yourself to be a tourist, really, of the new places that you go to. Allow yourself to enjoy, get out, stretch your legs, see what is going on in different parts of the country, instead of just being in the truck and just, you know, just staying in there and just wallowing in your sorrows. You need to get out and sometimes and do things that are different from what you would normally do. Allow yourself to experience these new places that you're going to in its fullest capacity, to the best of your ability. You can't go everywhere and stay in an 8-star motel or hotel, but you could definitely go and check out, you know, just different things. Go to the movies, go do this, go do that. And, you know, it's important to make sure that you allow yourself to not just be stuck so much into just being a driver. And number 5, allow yourself to start over. Remember when you first started trucking, everything was exciting, everything was new, everything was fresh, and you wanted to, you know, make money, of course, but you also wanted to experience what it was like being on the road. But as you get in this industry and been in this industry for a while, then you kind of get out of that, and it just becomes just mundane, and it just becomes like, okay, I'm going to this city, I'm going through this city, I'm going through that city, and you kind of know everything. You kind of know your routine, and it becomes kind of mundane and easy and boring, so to speak. But you have to allow yourself to start over. You have to allow yourself to start over from scratch, and allow yourself to observe things from a new perspective. Like I said in number 4, setting it up so you can do things that are involving being in a new place, instead of just saying, well, I've been here before. Let me allow myself to start over with a fresh mind, fresh mentality on being on the road, and saying, you know what, like, this is new. Let's start off and look at this from a new perspective. I have this quote on my dashboard that says, every day is day one. And that's important to me, because if you think that every day is the same, or it's the same places you're going, same thing you're doing, then you'll get burnt out really quick. You'll get very tired very quickly. So I have I have to switch my mentality to think that every day is day one. I don't know nothing. I'm starting off from scratch. I know my training, but I'm still having to refresh myself and having to start over like today is day one, which brings into remembrance the things that I learned in the beginning when I first started driving. So it's the same kind of idea. When you're out here, you have to start over from scratch, saying to yourself, and this is very key, this is very important, saying to yourself, I enjoy what I do. That right there, that thought alone will start to trigger something within you to want to start allowing yourself to enjoy the thing that you're doing. Because if you keep telling yourself you hate what you do, you're tired of being on the road, you're tired of this, you're tired of that, it'll only get worse. But if this is the only option that you have, then it's not. You're doing it for nothing. You're only beating yourself up and putting yourself in more misery. Like I said before, to me, trucking burnout is a form of depression. So the only way really to start moving towards a different mentality or a different mental space is to tell yourself, even if you don't believe it, something that you want to experience. I enjoy what I do. I want to experience more in this industry. I want to enjoy, being out here on the road. And so whatever you tell yourself is what you're going to start to experience. So it's very important to start telling yourself what you want to experience in order to experience it. If not, if you keep telling yourself the things that you don't want to experience, those are the things that you will experience, and you will start to absolutely hate what you're doing. So I'm going to give you guys 2 bonus tips that will help you, that help me, that really change the game. So bonus number one, you gotta eat healthier. Change your diet. Once you change your diet, you'll start to see a huge difference in how you view things. The way you view things is very much linked to what you eat. Depression is very much linked to what you eat. Things that are decaying or dying create a decaying and dying mentality or space within yourself, because you are what you eat. Whatever you put into your body is what's going to come out, or what your body uses for fuel. So change up your diet, eat things that are healthier, cleaner, that will bring life. Eat more things that are alive, because things that are alive bring life. And so when you have a lot more life and more joy inside of you, things that are enjoyable, or things that bring more vitality into your life, will now begin to create more vitality in your life. So that's bonus number one. Bonus number two is sometimes you might have to take somebody with you. Now, if you marry, don't take your girlfriend. If your girlfriend wants to go, tell her no. But anyway, make sure you try to take somebody with you, somebody who's never experienced this. A younger kid who has nothing to do for the summer, take them out for a week or two. Your kids, if they have time off, take them with you. Your wife, take her with you. If you do have a girlfriend and no wife, then take her with you. Take people with you, and basically be their tour guide. Show them things that they probably would have never ever saw, and things that they probably would never ever notice, or they only saw it on TV. But take people with you, and basically what I learned is, what you teach, you learn twice, or what you teach, you enjoy more. So if you take people with you and you give them the experience that you're having, it makes you enjoy the experience too, because they're new to it, and that feeds into your mentality of what it felt like to be new on the road. So it's a really cool thing to take somebody with you who wants to go. Now, don't take nobody that don't want to go. Make sure they actually want to go with you on the road, and take them and show them the things that you're experiencing. Show them the things that you know are cool to you, and then get out and let them explore, and explore things with them, and let them explore things too. But don't just go at this all by yourself. Try to engage and bring people into what you're doing also, so that that you can get the experience of having somebody who's never experienced this experience it, and they get to experience something they've never experienced before. And so but yeah, I mean, those 7 things, those 2 bonus and those 5 tips, I think, and I know they help me, so hopefully they will help you. And if you got anything out of this video, definitely hit that like button, and definitely, if you got any other suggestions, make sure you leave them in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely subscribe to this channel for more great information on how to experience a better lifestyle as a driver with the six-figure trucking channel. You can also check out the website, sixfiguretrucking.com, and definitely make sure you guys continue to stay safe out here on the road. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.